My wife and I had an argument one Monday morning while we were getting ready for work. It seems so silly now, but I was annoyed by the way she had put the butter on the bread. It wasn't neat, it wasn't pretty, and I, in my infinite foolishness, made a harsh remark to her. I can still see the look on her face. She was hurt, not by the words themselves, but by the cold, cutting tone I used. She left the table without her lunch and went to work. We were both upset. The silence that followed was deafening, a thick, heavy blanket that smothered everything. Neither of us wanted to take the first step, to be the one to break the tension. Tuesday came and went, then Wednesday, then Thursday. 4 days of silence, living like strangers in our own home. Thursday at dinner, she finally broke the silence. A simple, quiet hello, but I was too proud, too stubborn to answer. My pride was a wall I had built around myself, and I refused to let her in. A few times, I caught her smiling at me, a hopeful, gentle smile, but I just looked away, hardening my heart. I told myself that if this argument was going to end, she would have to be the one to apologize. It was her fault, I convinced myself. Later that evening, as she went to take a shower, I heard her singing. It was our song. The one we danced to at our wedding, the one we'd sing in the car on long drives. It was her peace offering, a bridge she was trying to build back to me. But my pride and my ego were too strong. I didn't sing back. When she came to bed, I pretended to be asleep. I felt her shift beside me, her warmth a familiar comfort that I selfishly denied myself. At 3 a.m., I felt a gentle pat on my shoulder. She was trying to wake me up. Annoyed, I pushed her hand away and rolled over, sinking back into a stubborn, restless sleep. I woke up early the next morning, determined to continue my silent protest. I got ready for work without waking her, a feat that usually took some effort. I left the house, the silence still ringing in my ears, feeling a twisted sense of victory. That night, when I came home, something was wrong. An unsettling stillness hung in the air. The house was exactly as I had left it that morning. The mail was still on the mat, the curtains were still drawn. A knot of dread began to tighten in my stomach. I walked into our bedroom, and she was still there, lying in bed, in the exact same position I had left her in. My phone slipped from my hand and clattered to the floor. My heart began to pound in my chest. I called her name, my voice trembling. "Honey," no response. I rushed to her side, my hands shaking as I reached out to touch her. Her body was cold, ice cold, a wave of pure, primal fear washed over me. I checked for a breath, for a pulse, for any sign of life. There was nothing. I screamed her name. I shouted for Jesus. I hugged her cold, lifeless body, praying for this to be a nightmare. But it was real. Everything seemed unreal, a blurry, horrifying dream, right up until the moment she was buried. My wife had died, in our bed, while I slept beside her. I later learned what had happened. She had asthma. When she woke me up at 3 a.m., patting my shoulder, she wasn't just waking me, she was having an attack. She couldn't breathe. She needed my help. Maybe she just needed me to get her inhaler, which was on my side of the bed. But I was too lost in my pride, too consumed by a stupid argument about butter on bread. I pushed her away. I lost the woman I loved more than anything in this world. And for what? For my foolishness. For my pride. For an ego that cost me everything. Don't let this be you. Don't let a small argument steal your forever. Don't ever go to bed angry. You never, ever know if you'll have the chance to say I'm sorry in the morning. Please, learn from my mistake. Hold your loved ones close. Forgive quickly, love completely, because tomorrow is never promised. If you found this story meaningful, please share it. It might just save someone from making the same devastating mistake I did. Thank you for listening.